Hi guys, Fresh here with AminoZ, and today we're going to talk about the myths of supplements. So some of the top myths that I hear from people, and I'm going to correct them right now off the bat. We got 4. The first thing is that all supplements are the same. That is not true. And what I mean by all supplements are the same is when you go for a particular product, vitamin D, vitamin E, whatever they are, each brand, there are no 3 supplements alike. There might be 2 which are very, very close or identical, and that's usually a generic brand copying a name brand supplement, where they'll get the same dosage, the same form of the vitamin or the protein or whatever it is, the exact same, and they'll put it in. Generally, when it comes to sports supplements, however, this rule does not apply. Each sports supplement, protein, pre-workout, creatine, all of these have very, very, very different formulas. So one protein is not the same as the next protein. And just because you're taking a good protein, it doesn't mean that it's going to be better or worse than the next one. Okay, the second one that we're going to bust is that newer is better. And this really stems from all the new things that are coming out when they have these new big buzzwords like the next best thing or a new discovery in. And newer is not necessarily better. The problem with those, no long-term studies, and they're not tried and true. How many of us athletes have actually used these things and seen good results? Or is it just a manufacturer pushing a product and using the right words that are going to really ring true with consumers? Okay, number 3, more of a good thing is better. Nutrients, vitamins, and even your macros like protein, for example. Each vitamin has a recommended upper tolerable limit. And what that means is that beyond this limit, you're just taking in doses which either will be secreted and not used up, which would be a good case, or it's putting a strain on your system. So in the case of protein, yes, you will excrete whatever you do not use, and therefore it becomes kind of useless, but it is harmful if you continue to take an extremely high protein diet unnecessarily, because protein is very difficult for the body to digest, and the liver and the kidneys really suffer from trying to process it and trying to get it out. And the same applies for vitamins and minerals. Some minerals and vitamins which are not simply excreted actually make the body very, very toxic. And finally, number 4, that the stuff that you read on the label in supplements, which are the extra things at the bottom, and you're not really sure what they are, and they sound very chemical-y, and these will even appear in a lot of powders, things like citric acid. So those fillers are bad for your health, and they are unnecessary. It's actually not true. Not all fillers are bad for you. Some of them are completely necessary. And in fact, in order to dry a good like protein and to keep it in its dry form, they will have to add some minute amounts of extra ingredients. And you see it a lot in the pre-workouts that are fruity flavors. So you'll see citric acid, for example, in a lot of those. Sometimes for a capsule, it needs it to keep the ingredients from binding together. And the opposite is also true in tablet. You need some amount of an ingredient to keep the tablet bound together. So those are a few myths for supplements. And I'm Fresh with AminoZ. Have a good day.